everybody, and welcome back to another episode of one of these. I don't know what we're calling it yet, but basically, hey, tattoo artists reviewing tattoos that have gone weird and wrong. So I found a bunch of tattoos. I thought let me just talk about them and explain why you should not do the things that you think you're gonna do, because this is not how tattoos are supposed to look, obviously. Here we go with our first one. The Hold Me Closer giant lizard. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but hey, if you've got a thing for the lizards, I guess that's great. The lizard people out there. Maybe it's just, your fascination with lizards in general. It's cool. First of all, like in my last video, I said, hey, there's a difference between a $10 tattoo and a $100 tattoo. I'm pretty sure this person went, hey, can you, how cheap can you do it for me? And they went pretty cheap. I don't know what to say about tattoos like this, because they're so close to being good, but it's like the artist is like, fuck it, yeah, I can do this. I'm gonna perfect this. I'm gonna get it totally 100% correct. And then it ends up coming out like this. And I don't think that's the greatest thing, because, like I said, they could be still new to art. They could be pretty close to actually being great, but hey, let's practice on someone's skin and do the art like this. First of all, the shading is not right. I don't even know what's going on with her face, and I don't know what is going on in this tattoo in general. I do not think this was the best idea for a tattoo. If this is like a pet thing, cool. I think a more professional artist could have done it better, but... So, this one. Okay, so we have a heart in a hand. Now, I would like to point out that if you get a tattoo on your hand, expect it not to be there soon, because you use your hands so much. If you are going to put something here and you're constantly using your hands, it's going to go away, because if you think of it, the skin's constantly being rubbed off. It's not gonna stay. That ink is gone, or you're gonna have some major big blur or whatever. If you don't believe me, go look up like hand, feet, and finger tattoos. They don't look the same after a while. They just don't. It's a scary reality, but do not get tattoos on your hands, on your feet, or your fingers, or your toes. I just don't get anywhere that it's gonna be constantly, like, a friction is always gonna be against it. It's not gonna be there anymore. Ah yes, my favorite poem. Roses are red, my name's Dave. This poem makes no sense. Microwave. In the last video, I also mentioned if you're gonna get writing done, make sure it's at least equally spaced out, because it's gonna bleed together. This tattoo is definitely gonna bleed together. It's not gonna look the same within a year. I don't think it's not a brilliant choice, let's just put it that way. Especially a poem that makes no fucking sense like this. You can let you get any tattoo you want, like, I want that on my body, but I would not suggest something like this. So I've been seeing this one around quite a lot, because it is just very odd. And again, you went to like a cheap tattoo artist who could have preferably touched up on their art skills and everything. I feel like this was a scenario where it's like, hey, have you done an animal tattoo before? And instead of the person being honest and saying no, or the client looking at the portfolio for proof, this is what we ended up getting. And I think it is extremely scary. It's why a lot of people tend to probably stick to one tattoo artist, because thinking of like going to another artist and you're like, I don't know what potentially they could do. And if they're new, it's an even bigger scare, because you might get something like this. One of the things I feel like artists also could do, if you're an artist or a new artist and you need to touch up on your art or your tattoo art, let's put it that way rather. You can obviously practice daily. You're supposed to practice daily with artwork that you can put out as a portfolio or whatever. Drawing stuff does help. Believe it or not, pencil work, painting, it all does help. For tattooing, I'd recommend getting some fake skin. It's not that expensive. You can get them at your local supplier. I think if someone comes to you and they're like, hey, have you done an animal tattoo before, and you haven't, rather use the fake skin to practice than go and do this on someone's back. Another thing that's people seem to get is just weird stuff in general, because they're like, hey, I really, really love Hello Kitty. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my face multiple times. First of all, a lot of people are in a position where they know their jobs are secure and whatever, and they can get face tattoos, but I would not get a face tattoo because I feel it does ruin a lot of opportunities. Unless, like I said, you know your job is secure for the next good 20 decades or whatever you plan to be alive for. So please, 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 please never get a face tattoo, because you're gonna end up with something like this, and it's, like I said, it's for the rest of your life. Just by going, hey, I liked Hello Kitty when I was a kid and I still think it's cute, let me get it tattooed on my face. Get it tattooed in a place you can hide it and potentially cover it up later. Hey, have you done anime and manga art before? Cool. Can you do this Dragon Ball Z tattoo for me, please? Just real quick. I want one of Goku here, just staring out into the sun with his long golden hair while he's holding a soda. Don't kill me. I have not watched Dragon Ball Z since I was like 10. The thing is, the line work is fairly good. I will give it that. The line work, I think, is very, very good. But the thing is, unless you've actually drawn an anime or a manga character before, you will know that it's not easy. It takes time to practice and actually perfect. As I said, I just drew that because I think it's a good way to actually get into art and practice body forms and stuff like that. Because I think once you've got that down, then you can actually move on to like more realistic stuff. I don't know, that worked for me. Hair in manga is not an easy thing, and obviously if you struggle with lines, you can't do these tattoos. I would not suggest that. Go to an artist you know can do comic work or manga work. One of the things I will never ever tattoo is someone's name, because like for this example, hey, we've got Megan tattooed on our arm, but oops, we meant Holly. Never get a name tattooed, because you're gonna end up with something like this, because the tattoo is gonna be like, hey, we can't cover this up with Holly. No matter how much you want us to try and figure out a way to make Megan look like Holly. Yeah, but can you just make this look like the Joker, please? Like, bruh. There's no way you can make a fucking solid black line become colorful with the Joker, or in this case, Megan become Holly, because it doesn't work like that. It really, really doesn't work like that. Don't get names tattooed, because you're gonna end up crossing it out like this and then replacing it with something like this. I've seen someone who actually had names, but like 3 different names crossed out, and eventually the fourth girl's name at the time. It's horrible. Do not get these things tattooed. Rather get a matching tattoo that you know, hey, in this case, the Hello Kitty thing. Hey, he likes Hello Kitty. I like Hello Kitty. I'm gonna put it in a place where, you know, we both can match up. But if we break up, it's cool, because I like Hello Kitty anyway. No strings attached. Don't fucking put a name on your fucking skin. It's so stupid. Then this one, it just completely confused me, because I don't know if there's some bestiality stuff or what. It's, if you cover a part of it, like, it is actually a good tattoo. Like, you see good, like, the hair is fairly done well. The detail in the earring, the eyes, the eyebrows, the shadows, and the behind the ears, along the neck. But what the fuck is going on with her goddamn mouth? I have no idea, and it scares me. Get a tattoo that you're like, hey, I really, really want this, but don't get weird stuff like this. It's not worth it, trust me. It's really, really not worth it. I can see this getting covered up within a good 5-10 years. Look what I have here. It's fake skin. You know what it's used for? Practice. Because I cannot wrap my head around. It feels like someone tried to freehand Heath Ledger's face onto someone's skin. Always check if your artist can actually do the work. If they cannot, do not go to them. Even if they're your friend and they're like, hey, can I practice this portrait on you? If you know they can't draw, do not do it. So obviously I worked in the comic store around the time that New 52 comics just came out. I saw the beginning and I pretty much saw the end of New 52. I do not know what this is. I want to say it's New 52 Joker, but at the same time, this feels like there's a Joker where he's wearing a white suit. This is giving me more vibes of New 52, to be honest, because of the mouth. It looks like it's torn, like his face is technically torn off, like in New 52. I don't know if they're trying to combine Frank Miller's Joker. I don't know. My point is that it is scary. Do not get tattoos like this, and do not get tattoos done by people who cannot tattoo. That is the only thing I'm gonna say. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys very soon. If you want me to do more videos like this, please let me know. Okay, bye bye.